are going to talk about this day in rock history. It's Rocktober. So we're first going to get off our I did send you a video, which has
get our guitars out and start playing those strings.
Okay, we're going October 20th. Let's go back. We're only going back as far as 77 today. 2018, and what would have been Tom Petty's 68th birthday. Happy birthday to Tom Petty. The city of Gainesville renamed the northeastern. My phone's losing its mind. Let's do this again. Would have been Tom Petty's 68th birthday. City of Gainesville renamed the former Northeastern Park, a park where young Petty had often visited, as Tom Petty Park. So congratulations to the late, great Tom Petty. Also on this day, Amy Winehouse released her debut album, Frank, named after Frank Sinatra. Frank entered the UK album chart at number 60 before climbing to number 13 in January of 2004. Following Winehouse's death in 2011, the album re-entered the UK chart at number 5 before reaching a new peak position at 3 the following week. The album has now sold over 1 million copies. What else we got going on here? 1978, the Police made their U.S. debut at CBGB's, which stand for Country, Bluegrass, and Blues. No, but they aren't any of those things. In fact, CBGB's was made famous by the Talking Heads and Blondie, right? And they aren't country, bluegrass, or blues either. But that's the name of the club, CBGB's. That's what it stands for. The trio had flown, the Police we're talking about, the trio had flown low-cost tickets with Laker Air Train from the UK, carrying their instruments as hand luggage for the Police, totally unknown. Record played at CBGB's. And a sad day in rock and roll history. This day, 1977, Ronnie Van Zant, Steve Gaines, and Cassie Gaines from Leonard Skinner were all killed with their manager, Dean Kilpatrick, when their rented plane ran out of fuel and crashed into a densely wooded thicket in the middle of a swamp in Gillsburg, Mississippi. The crash severely injured the rest of the band and crew who were due to play at Louisiana University that evening. And once again, the pilots forgot to fill up the plane. How stupid is that? We could blame the pilots, but they're dead too. So, other things that happened on this day, and we're probably going to cover that one again, because that was a big event. Yep, it's already in our This Day in History, so it's in both of them. We're all the way back to the year, holy crap, we're going way back, to 1600, the Battle of Sekigahara established the hegemony of the Takagawa family in Japan. The Battle of Sekigahara. I know I mispronounced it, okay? 1970, the Holy Roman Emperor Charles VI died, setting off the War of Austrian Succession. There you go. Another war over royalty claiming their little special rights. 1803, the U.S. Senate, after due consideration and considerable oratory, ratified the Louisiana Purchase. Really? Why do we want all that land for $1 an acre? Or whatever the hell it was. 30 cents an acre. There was actually people against that. Napoleon, a fire sale. That's what that was. Napoleon's fire sale. 1822, the Congress of Verona, the last of the meetings held by the European powers in accordance with the terms of the Quadruple Alliance, opened in Verona, Italy. Further on in the 19th century, actor Bela Lugosi was born in Hungary. He was famous for his sinister portrayal of elegantly mannered vampire Count Dracula. And in 1931, American baseball player Mickey Mantle was born. One of the game's greatest players, known for his tremendous power as a switch hitter. Mickey Mantle. Happy birthday to him. 1964, Herbert Hoover, who you just talked about, who was the first business major to be president, and he crashed the economy, which tells you all you need to know about business majors. The government is not a business. Anyway, Herbert Hoover, who was president of the United States from 1929 to 1933, died in New York City at the age of 90. Herbert Hoover got to be 90. He wasn't a terrible person. He was just a terrible president. 1968, former First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy married Greek shipping magnate Aristotle Onassis, who was like, I don't know, 50 years older than her, something like that. But she married him just to stay out of the limelight. So, you know, billionaires are the only people that can really protect you and keep you private, right? Because if you're just going to go back to being private citizen Jackie Bouvier, she wanted more privacy than that. And never forget that she also helped Lee Harvey Oswald's widow and Lee Harvey Oswald's child leave the country, right? She helped them. You don't want to be around and be harassed the rest of your lives. So 1973
it's too bad
on
people
this
can't
day.
just mind their own business, you know.
Yeah, but nobody ever left Jackie alone the rest of her life, even with the billionaire protection. 1973, during the ongoing Watergate investigation, U.S. President Richard Nixon ordered the special prosecutor Archibald Cox fired, resulting in the resignations of Attorney General Elliot Richardson, Deputy Attorney General William D. Ruckelshaus, two guys who had something that we can't find in government anymore: integrity. Yeah, integrity. They resigned rather than fire the prosecutors. Nixon finally found somebody to fire the special prosecutor. Anyway, both of whom refused to carry out his request. They were fired. It was known as the Saturday Night Massacre of Justice Department officials. Of course, Nixon, 1 year later, less than a year, was gone. So he did it for no good reason. That was the beginning of the end for Nixon, by the way. It should have been the beginning of the end for Trump a long time ago, but this country has no morals and no standards anymore, thanks to Fox News, which just lies with impunity. 1977, a plane carrying Southern rock band Leonard Skinner crashed. We already covered that. 2002, Blue Stream, the deepest underwater pipeline in the world, opened for Turkey. We're talking about pipelines earlier. Opened for Turkey, and it was put in use for transport by natural gas. So, natural gas. Is that the one that got bombed? Is that the one that got taken out? Anyway, 2011, Libya de facto leader Muammar Gaddafi was killed by rebel forces following a revolt that ended his rule. He was a terrible leader. Psycho, actually insane man. 2004.
No, it was the Nord Stream that got bombed, not the Blue Stream. I think that one's still fine for now.
That's good. Well, it's the anniversary of it, 23. Happy 23. Dominican-born American fashion designer Oscar de la Renta died in Connecticut, whose work blending era of European luxury with American ease helped define standards of elegant dressing among socialites. Oh boy. U.S. First Ladies and red carpet celebrities. Yeah. Dressing up famous people. 2020, NASA's Osiris RE collected a sample of rock and dust from the asteroid Bennu, the first time a U.S. spacecraft had done so. Yeah, we're kicking ass in space anyway. That's right. 1973, a featured event was the opening of the Sydney Opera House. Australia's Sydney Opera House, designed by Danish architect Jorn Otzone, whose dramatic, imaginative, and problematic plan won an international competition in 1957, was opened by Queen Elizabeth II on this day in 1973. Yeah, that's right. She got to officiate stuff in Australia, even so she wasn't Australian. Take that, we still own you, she said. Take that, Australia. Look at me, I'm the Queen. I can come here and make you bow to me, because I'm special. Yay. I'm sorry, I don't get royalty garbage. Our feature biography, Christian Neuschlein Volhard, German geneticist, who was born October 20, 1942. She's 82 today. Apparently, she is still alive. Doesn't say happy birthday. Our other birthdays today, John Dewey, American philosopher and educator, born in 1859, did Bela Lugosi. We did Tom Petty. Happy birthday to Tom Petty. Danny Doyle, British filmmaker, born in 1956. And Snoop Dogg, American rapper and actor, whose real last name is something Broadus. I think I forget his first name. Happy birthday to Snoop Dogg. Our National Day calendar has National Brandied Fruit Day. Yeah, if you want to get drunk on your fruit, there you go. National Clean Your Virtual Desktop Day. We did that today. I do that all the time. It doesn't really help me because, I don't know, the internet sucks. National Youth Confidence Day. If you're young and you don't have confidence, well, get some. Damn it. And it's National Chicken and Waffles Day. Chicken and waffles. I don't even know what that even means. Chicken and waffles.
It's basically it's a chicken that you make into a waffle. You put it in a waffle press.
No, it's chicken and waffles. National Day on Writing.
Oh, okay, well then it's just, like potatoes.
Days.
But they're chicken.
Yeah. No, it's some specialty for some stupid restaurant somewhere. Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles. So I never heard it. So those are your days, your mispronunciations, your haikus, your jokes, your songs for today, which is October 20th, 2025 on Before Chicken and Waffles.
Love me some chicken and waffles. Of course, that's not all your haikus today because we got more haikus. I have so many haikus.
Oh, boy.
So, our first one is, white sails rise to grace, Sydney's heart in harmony, music meets the waves for the Sydney Opera House. In Gilsberg's silence, Southern Rock's echoes fade slow. Free birds, lost in flight. Pretty fitting, because they have a song called Free Bird. In Gainesville. Oh, sorry, I did that one already. Informed choices bloom. Statisticians forge the way. Progress in each chart. Now, you're asking, what is that haiku for? Well, it's for the International Observance UN's World Statistics Day. That's right. Those people go out there, collect information, make it into graphs for us so we can understand the data that's happening all over the world. It helps make decisions on law, on what your boss is doing tomorrow, what you might want to do tomorrow. So let's acknowledge the people who go out there and calculate all the numbers so we can have peacekeeping, sustainable development, climate change solutions, and improve our public health. This has been Allison here from the Netherlands and Roger from the East Coast of the U.S. as we finish off our first Monday of the week, or our only Monday of the week.
I don't have the video loaded yet. Give me a second.
And we are going to see you tomorrow for Good Tuesday News Day. We're going to have some positive news stories for you to hear about so you can rekindle your hope in humanity. Make sure you're following on Twitch or subscribe to YouTube and turn that notification bell on so you know when we go live or post a video. Also, if you would like to support the show in a monetary way, you can, as low as $1 a month, support the show on Patreon. The link is in the chat now.